Welcome, welcome, welcome. This is 5 Minute DFS, and I'm David Michael Peterson. I'm just a math major in college who's breaking down the main slate each and every week using statistical analysis and proven DFS tendencies to help you and me win at the game that we love. Now, make sure you got a big old glass of water at your side. Let's get right on into this. All right, so today is Saturday, November 21st, the day before all the NFL games of Week 11. Now, with that being said, it is later in the week, so more of the questions have been answered. So it kind of clears up our idea of how we want to go about this slate. So this week, the majority of people are paying up for running back. They're targeting these two people right here, Alvin Kamara and Dalvin Cook. They are very expensive this week as opposed to in weeks past. They have a price jump all the way up to 9,000 and 9,200 respectively. And in order to get there for our salary, we need to pay down at other spots. So here are some dart throws for this week that you can target that I'm looking forward who have a predictable workload for week 11. So starting it off, DeAndre Swift earlier in the week was looking to be such a high owned, over 20% owned in cash game formats running back this week, coming off of last week with the big performance, finally getting the 20 touch workload that we know he should be getting. But now he is out with the concussion. That leaves Kerryon Johnson and Adrian Peterson both at $4,000 minimum salary for a running back. But Kerryon Johnson is expected to get the passing workload for this week. Adrian Peterson has always had this role this year, but has mainly been running the ball, maybe getting one or two targets throughout the game, but no more than like 12 to 15 carries. I expect Kerryon Johnson to get anywhere around 8 to 12 carries, plus a good 4 to 6 targets. So that makes him cash game viable with the amount of touches he's expected, and he has shown in past years that he can produce at a high level. Before DeAndre Swift was drafted, he was looking like a really good running back up and coming in the league, and then all of a sudden people just gave up on him because he got injured. So I love Kerryon Johnson this week. I'm looking to play him. Another cheap option at running back is Michael P. Ryan this week. He is expected to get more touches through Adam Gase, although Adam Gase is not someone who many people like to listen to since he's been very unpredictable and not that good at coaching. But right here, Michael P. Ryan is an option. He has consistent targets, more than zero, so he's more than Derrick Henry level of targets. But if we see this attempts bumping up to 10 to 15 attempts plus maybe 2 to 4 targets at $44,000, I think that makes him viable. I prefer him in tournaments, but cash game, if you're looking to get a little bit risky, he's there for you. Now, moving down to wide receivers this week, a lot of people are looking right here at Denzel Mims at $3,300. He is a person in weeks past where we have expected him to get anywhere from 6 to 9 targets. He's shown that he's gotten 7 and 8 in weeks past, and he's been this cheap salary guy to get you there. Now, I might be looking to fade him, although he's definitely a possible option this week. Not going to completely fade him, but because he has more eyes on him than most people, I think Cam Sims is going to be a huge leverage play this week. Same exact price, but he's played 94% of offensive snaps in last week's game. And since the last few weeks, he's been getting an average of 74% of the snaps. Snaps are key. If you're on the field, you're getting fantasy points. If you're not on the field, you can't get fantasy points. So he's consistently getting a few targets here and there. The last 2 weeks, he's popped off for his price. I expect another big week from him in a game where Cincinnati is going to be throwing the ball all over the field with Joe Burrow. And Cam Sims has been getting the looks from Alex Smith. So I do like Cam Sims as a sneaky leverage play for the very cheap price of $3,300. Also, we have KJ Hamler at $3,600. The last 2 weeks, he's gotten 10 targets apiece. At his price, it's going to work out. You want about 3 times the amount of fantasy points for the thousands of dollars that the person is worth. So if he has $3,000, you want at least 9 points to pay off for value. And he has shown that he can at least get around there. He's not going to kill your fantasy lineup. He can only help it. He allows you to pay up for these other highly priced running backs for this week's slate. So that rounds out the running backs and wide receivers. I do have one tight end dart throw that I love this week personally. Anthony Firkser, the backup tight end for Johnny Smith at Tennessee, backup in air quotes, but he has technically caught more balls and ran only 6 less routes than Johnny Smith since week 5. He is on the field just as much, if not more, and gets a consistent target share. With $2,500 at a price, he cannot lose you a week. He is a smash play just because of that. I'm not saying he's going to get 80 yards and a touchdown. I'm not saying that. I'm saying if he gets 2 catches for like 40 yards, that pays off like That helps you right there. It allows you to pay up for Devontae Adams, Dalvin Cook, Alvin Kamara at other spots. He's not going to lose you a week. And with tight ends being so piss poor this year, especially last week, the highest points at tight end was Rob Gronkowski, and he only had 2 catches. Like, pay down at tight end, pay up everywhere else. And this is going to help you win a week. So these are my dart throws of the week, week 11. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe, leave a like. It's free. You can always change your mind. And yeah, thank you so very much. Good luck this week.